Hello, and welcome to another Nephilim build. It's Pride Month and we're celebrating by making various LGBTQIA plus characters in media. Today, Radio kills the video stars. We make everyone's favorite ace in the hole, Alastor from Hazbin Hotel. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character, rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using point buy will make Charisma 15. He's got the style, he's got the fear, he's got the showmanship. I'd say he's got the riz, if he wanted anything to do with that sort of thing. Next, we'll make Strength and Dexterity 13. Allowing the Fae to make fisticuffs when the need arises. After that, we'll make Constitution 12. Not just anyone can take a hit from Adam. We'll make Wisdom and Intelligence 10. Absolutely no negatives for this dapper demon. For Ace, we'll be going with Fiona Tiefling, putting her increases into Strength, Charisma, and Dexterity. We'll also get Dark Vision of 6 feet, Hellish Resistance, and Legacy of Legathos for the Friends cantrip. We'll also speak Common and Inferno. We don't have a background for serial killer, so instead we'll focus on our radio career as an entertainer. We'll give by popular demand Acrobatics and Performance, the Disguise Kit, and the Zalcoon. Moving on to class, we'll of course be starting off as the premier entertainer class, the Bard. We'll get Dexterity and Charisma saving throws, and take Deception, Persuasion, and Intimidation for skills. We'll also be proficient with light and medium armor, bard weapons, as well as the viola, the glower, and the shawm. That's piano, violin, trumpet, and saxophone. At level 1 we'll get Bardic Inspiration and 2 cantrips, taking Vicious Mockery and Prestidigitation. Witty one-liners and special effects are Alastor's bread and butter. We'll also get 4 spells, taking Silvery Barb for more witty repartee and Thunderwave to blow our foes away. We'll also take Charm Person to lay down that down-home Louisiana charm. We'll also draw a blank for a rainy day. Of course, we'll need a bit more Eldritch variety for this build, so we'll multiclass to Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. At level 1, we get Telepathic Speech for when we talk without moving our mouth. Creepy stuff that is. We'll get 4 cantrips, taking Minor Illusion and Mage Hand, True Strike to fill the slot, and the Thunderclap for when someone invades our personal space. We'll also get Mind Sliver from Aberrant Mind, as well as Arms of Hadar and Dissonant Whispers for some fear and tentacles. We'll get 2 other spells, taking Mage Armor for a sturdier suit and Shield to defend ourselves. At level 2, we'll get Phantom Magic and a free 2nd level cast of Charm Person from our race. We'll also draw a blank, and at level 3 we'll get Meta Magic. We'll take Extended Spell and Subtle Spell, and then Calm Emotions and Detect Thoughts from Aberrant Mind. If we ignore these, they're completely out of character. I think. We haven't had Season 2 yet. Next, we'll take Misty Step for some teleportation, and then swap our blank for Alter Self for some horns and claws. If you're hoping to see Alastor get horny, then this is as close as you'll get. Of course, we'll still need a way to enlarge ourselves, so we'll now multiclass the Fighter for medium armor, shields, and owl weapons. At level 1, we get Second Wind in our fighting style, taking Unarmed Fighting. Unnatural weapons from Alter Self still count as unarmed attacks. If only a certain barbarian subclass worked the same way. We'll also get a free use of Suggestion from our race. At level 2, we'll get Action Surge, and at level 3, we'll get our Martial Archetype. We'll take Red Knight to be large and in charge with Giant's Might. We'll also speak Giant and get Smith's Tools and Rune Cover. We'll take the Frost Rune for the fear factor, as well as the boost to our strength and con rolls. That'll come in handy for the concentration checks. We'll also take the Cloud Rune for the added deception. I'm sure some tentacle shenaniganery can explain the Una reverse effect. It's time to return to our bardic roots. At level 2, we get Song of Rest, Jack of all trades, and Magical Inspiration, but draw another blank. Consider this an investment. At level 3, we'll take Expertise in Performance and Intimidation and get our Bard College. While both Eloquence and Glamour are respectable choices for the Radio Demon, alas, we have need for the tried and true College of Law. We'll get Cutting Words for more demoralizing dialogue, as well as proficiency with Stealth, Sleight of Hand, and Survival. Quite fitting for a serial killer who buried his prey on hunting grounds. We'll also take Pyrotechnics for that extra razzle-dazzle. No, not those razzle and dazzle. That'll come next year. At level 4, we'll take the Warcaster feat and take Light for a light show. We'll also take Enhanceability for that supernatural demon enhancement. At level 5, we'll get D8 Inspiration, Font of Inspiration, and Fear. A lot of that going around today. At level 6, we'll get Counter Charm and our first round of Magical Secrets. We'll take Hunger of Hadar for more Eldritch Entertainment, as well as Nestel's Magic Aura. We'll pair this with Non-Detection to vandalize Vox's view of us. At level 7, we'll get Dimension Door for more distant teleportation, and at level 8, we'll raise our Charisma. We'll also take Phantasmal Killer for a more lethal dose of fear. At level 9, we'll get D8 Song of Rest, take Dominate Person, and finally swap a blank for Gash. Not a lot of ways to bind poor souls to your service in 5e, but this will do nicely. At level 10, we'll get D10 inspiration and expertise in deception and persuasion. We'll also get our second set of magical secrets, taking summon lesser demons for a horde of minions as well as summon aberration. Personally, I think the slot form is pretty nifty. Next we'll take Blade Ward to fill the spot and swap our second blink for Seeming. Seems like a useful spell for putting on a musical number, or perhaps one of those boorish video commercials. At level 11, we'll take Eyebite for an additional source of fear, and at level 12, we'll cap our Charisma. At level 13, we'll get D10 Song of Rest and take Teleport to flee across hell. Finally, at level 14, we'll get Peerless Skill and one last round of magical secrets. We'll take Wall of Force for the biggest barrier we can build, and Evard's Black Tentacles for the granddaddy of all hentai gone horribly wrong. Now that we're level 20, we finally have our modifiers. For inventory, we'll take a staff for an arcane focus. Our AC with mage armor is 15, our movement speed is 30, and our average HP is 123 with 3d6, 3d10, and 14d8 hit dice. And with that, my friends, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, we have plenty of ways to charm or frighten our enemies into submission, and can even bind a few unfortunate souls to our service. For a deal, of course. We can also summon backup to run amok, and we even have a few AoE options. We're also not entirely out of options if things should come down to a brawl. And with a slew of proficiencies and not one negative modifier, we're quite the handy-dandy. For weaknesses, our melee capabilities are underdeveloped and require a full turn of setup, meaning there's a chance of dropping concentration before we can fight back. We're also a bit of a lightweight in terms of HP, so we might have to beat a hasty retreat after a few rounds. We also won't be getting much use out of our meta magic, not unless we want to burn through some spell slots for it. Weaknesses aside, when we're done, they're gonna wish that we'd stayed gone. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gives you 2 daily access to my videos, a chance to vote for future characters, and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next time when I make Yamato from One Piece.